So today we bring the Yota back to life. Now, if you guys saw the very first episode of Cars and Chaos, that was actually filmed over 2 years ago when I put the first motor that was in this truck in it. That was the motor I bought from Dave's. That motor has since melted its pistons, had all kinds of problems throughout its life. It's just been a nightmare. So I turned that motor back into Dave. He's gonna try and fix it up a bit because it's under warranty. But since he was up north in Sacramento, I had no way to get the motor to him. So what I did was I bought a junkyard motor. It was a virgin motor, so it had never been pulled apart, wasn't bored, the block had never been surfaced, nothing. So went through it, bored it 20 over, surfaced the block and the head, put a new cam in it, put oversized valves in it, really made this thing nice. Now, first time I put it together, I had a timing cover leak, which meant I had to pull the head off and pull the oil pan off just to fix that leak. Second time around, I was putting in an adjustable cam gear. I forgot what I was doing. I got a phone call, got distracted, and came back out to it and didn't realize that the cam timing was still off by 15 degrees. Bumped the starter, and since the 22R is an interference motor, the pistons and the valves sort of gave a little handshake and bent the valve, so motor had to come apart again. Put new valves in, got it running, perfect, adjustable cam gear, got the timing set just perfect, and then one of the bolts on the adjustable cam gear came off and got in between the timing chain and the gear and shredded the timing chain at about 4 grand. So more bent valves, and I now need a whole new timing set. So the oil pan and the timing cover have to come off again, and that's what we're gonna do today. But the way I'm gonna put this iteration of the motor back together is gonna leave no chance for anything to go wrong. So I'm gonna mill the head another 5/1000ths of an inch to bring the total height between the deck and the block about 20/1000ths that we've taken off. And then I'm gonna get a 20/1000ths thicker head gasket to take up that room and get my cam timing back into spec. That way I'm not screwing around with an adjustable cam gear or anything like that. That way I can use OEM solid cam gear and the dual row timing chain and everything and get this motor fixed up the way it needs to be and have no worry of anything coming apart.
Okay, gonna shimmy ourselves up under here. The interesting situation with this truck is it's got this really nice skid plate on the bottom of the front axle, which is great for off-roading, but not when you're trying to change oil. Because what happens is the oil hits this pan and there's a bunch of holes in it. And so you've got this whole big area and it just makes a huge mess, and I don't really have a pan at the moment that's big enough to hold all the oil and still slide underneath this. So what I gotta do is use this little gallon container and drain the oil, fill this up, dump this into another container, and then keep going back and doing that until there's no more oil. And hopefully I don't spill oil all over this driveway. Why I don't put a tarp down or something. Okay. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a lot of oil running down my armpits by the end of today. Very carefully. There we go. Oh, okay, that's coming out a lot faster than I thought. Okay, well, we've already spilled a good amount of oil on the driveway. It's great fun. That was a fail, but there we go. There's a little bit of oil there. This really does not work out very well. I need to find a better way to do this because this is just terrible. And now I have to operate a camera with oily hands. Oh, my pinky's good. I can push the button with my pinky. Okay. All right, got the oil drained. Now we're taking out the oil pan. Alright, so now it's time to get this thing prepped for the head to go back on it. I've already scraped off all of the old gasket material from the block, so we're ready to go on that. Now I'm just going to go ahead with some carb clean and a paper towel and clean off the pistons and the cylinders, get any of the rusty coolant water that was in there out, get the bores all cleaned up again, and then oil it all back up and get it ready. So update on the car, I've got the timing cover back reinstalled and the new timing set put in, and I'm just about to throw the cam into the head and throw the head onto the car. Got everything super clean. I put a little bit of extra silicone around the front, get the gasket in place, and then we're gonna go grab the head and get that slapped on. So let's go grab the head and get that slapped on.
Here's the head fresh from the machine shop. I've milled another 5/1000ths of an inch off the bottom. It has a new set of oversized valves, a 270 cam, and port matching to boot.
Try not to drop it.
Yeah, that would be good. Don't drop the head. I don't know what I'm stepping on, but it sounds like it's crunching and important. Shit. Oh, might be why. It won't go down all the way. Ta-da! Alright, so we've got the head on the truck now. It looks pretty good. Everything laid in like it's supposed to. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw the rockers in, get this head bolted and torqued, and check my cam timing and make sure that that's all where it needs to be to avoid another catastrophic explosion, which has already happened like 4 times. Here's all the crap that's in the oil pan. Got a piece to the timing cover right there. Got some chain bits right over there. Here is the bolt that broke off and went into the timing chain. As you can see, it's very, very nice looking. A lot of little bits of crunched up metal. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean out this oil pan, and that should do it. Alright, so I've got the intake manifold bolted in. I'm working on getting the exhaust in right now. So I've got some secondary air injection block plates installed on here as well, because I'm going to get rid of all of that smog crap. It's just been too much of an issue to work with when I've been pulling this thing apart as much as I have been. And quite honestly, it leaks. It's more things to go wrong and more problems to have. So I'm getting rid of all of that and just have this motor run nice and clean and not have any more air leaks or any more problems with all that smog stuff. Alright, so it's the second day I've been working on this thing. Everything is more or less thrown together. The timing is just kind of set at base timing. I still have the old fuel pressure regulator on it just because I want to see if this thing runs. But then I have to go ahead and change it out to that Holley one because I'm pretty sure that a lot of the running issues were caused by the cheapo Mr. Gasket fuel regulator that I have on this. My hair is going all over the place. I'm tired. I've been wrenching on this car for too damn long and I just want to hear it run. Crossing fingers. Oh! Oh, and it idles! It idles good! Holy crap, look at that! Oh man, God, have I been waiting for that. I'm still kind of in shock that this truck actually just started. After all the problems I've had with it, I'm still not really sure that I'm believing what's going on. It's kind of like a dream that this thing is actually running right now. Like, I can turn the key and it starts and it's not just sitting in my driveway. Because this truck has basically been sitting since, July, beginning of July, and we're in the beginning of January. So it's been a lot of time, and I've had it running for a couple of days here and there in between. Twice actually, had it running for a day and then for 2 days after that. After that one day, I bent the valves. After those other 2 days, the adjustable cam gear exploded, and well, you guys know what happened. So still not really sure that this thing's running right now. It's still kind of like a, what? That can't really happen. So I'm super happy. There's a couple of little leaks that I gotta fix up. I think the valve cover's leaking. I have new seals for it. Get those thrown in, get the valves gapped, and then make sure everything's torqued down like it's supposed to be. And maybe we'll have to take a little road trip with the Yota, see how it does. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If there's anything you thought I could have done better in this episode, or something that you liked, or even something that you think I should do in a future episode of Cars and Chaos, let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and smash that like button and turn on post notifications as well. That way you guys can stay up to date whenever I post a new video. And stay tuned for part 2 of this video where we pit the Yota head to head against another iconic 80s 4x4. We're gonna have challenges and all kinds of fun, so you don't wanna miss it.